We all are into the second wave of corona, and things appear difficult and confusing from here. This episode is specifically for you if you are concerned. Namaste, Goddess. Welcome to another episode of Planet Aphrodite in the Freedom. So in this episode, we're going to discuss about how we can safeguard ourselves and also our loved ones in these tough times. So a little background I want to give you that you may not believe, but still I want to share that it's been 5 years, maybe more than that I have actually seen a doctor in doctor's capacity or taken any medicine for myself. Let me share my story with you. So some 5 years ago, maybe more than that, I went for a course in direction to Pune. And it was a wonderful program without any Sundays, without any Saturdays break. From morning 6 till 12, we were working. That's how intensive it was. And I was very fit and fine there. Somehow, while coming back to Mumbai, I don't know, was it the AC of the car that I was not using in the hostel? I lived in a hostel for my studies, which did not have an AC. Or was it something else? Maybe I was just too tired and my body wanted a break. Whatever it was, I got infected in my chest. It appeared like flu, very much flu-like symptoms. Cold, cough, breathlessness. I couldn't lie down. I couldn't sleep. Whole night I would be just sit up and coughing because the moment I lie down, I'd be coughing. And anything which happens with your respiratory system, it is very painful because directly your breathing is affected. And pain, you can have a threshold, but when your breathing is compromised, I don't know if there is a threshold. You just feel uncomfortable, you feel suffocated. So that's how I felt for over 1.5 months. And I went from one doctor to another, completed one antibiotic course to another. I kept taking higher and higher doses of medicine, and there was no way. And the infection kept growing and growing. And there was a moment where I felt I might die on this bed. And it so happened the infection reached my ears. You may not believe, but it's true that I could not hear anything beyond 2 feet. So if you were in my vicinity, I could listen to you. But if you are talking from the other room or maybe a bit far, I will not receive those sound waves at all. And it was very frustrating, very, very frustrating for me to suddenly lose my hearing. And I went to an ENT surgeon for the same, and he said, based on the medicines that you have taken, there is nothing much that I can prescribe you except for steroids, which I did not feel very comfortable about. And he said, even with the steroids, I cannot guarantee you that you will recover because your body is not showing any sign of recovery. And that was the end of the road. There was nothing that was available by the doctor to me, by the allopathy to me, or the medical science to me. And in those moments, I could have chosen to take those steroids. I could have chosen to not do something and maybe die. I don't know, I would have died like that, but it was terrible. In fear, living in that fear, living in that constant pain, living in that suffocation. I don't know when would I have healed. Or that moment, I took a decision to heal myself. I will not get much into details, but that decision itself made me heal within 3 days. And that is not less than a miracle for me. And since that day, I decided that I trust my body to heal itself. I do not need any medicine, any doctor. You do not try this, please. You do not try this at home. The story I'm conveying is your body has the capacity to heal. I used many modalities on myself to heal myself without taking any medicine. So, Goddess, I share that story for you to give you an assurance that it is possible to stay healthy. It is possible to stay fit. It is possible to stay happy without having any fear, without having any phobia around diseases. So today I want to give you 3 gems, not 1, not 2, but 3 gems to protect yourself and your loved ones, to see them smiling, to see them happy. I would like to give a disclaimer that this is not a medical advice. Talk to your doctors, talk to the people who you trust, and get the best medical advice for yourself. What I am sharing is coming from my experience. Okay? So the first thing that I want to share is keep your mental health on priority. Do not feed into news. Do not feed yourself about the pain and everything that's going around you if you're not able to take it. There are people who cannot take it. Like I'm a highly sensitive person. I cannot take, and I'm an empath. I cannot take others' pain. It's not for me. I just feel that pain and it becomes very painful for me. So what I would suggest you here is to have that discerning power to decide how much can you take or you want to take. If you don't want to take it, please do not entertain such conversations, such articles, such news. It might disturb you. And also do something that makes you happy. It could be a dance, it could be a song, it could be listening to music, it could be playing with your children, it will be a game, of a board game in the evening. You play with the family. Do not make it around food, but something that makes you all happy, and especially you happy. Even if it doesn't make anybody else happy, but if it's making you happy, please do it because your mental health is topmost priority. Staying out of fear zone, staying in the zone of hope and happiness. Step 2 is to be aware about what you have right now. I have not moved out the house for past 12 months, whatever. And I'm so grateful for millions of things that I have in spite of the condition. So being grateful adds more things to be grateful for in your life. So you can add. So second thing will be being aware about the privileges, the thing that we have with us right now. If you're able to breathe properly, maybe you can count it as your blessing. And this also includes a part wherein you can pray for those or bless those who are in pain. Instead of taking their pain, like whenever the ambulance go, and I hear ambulance siren all the time. Nowadays, you all will be wherever, whichever part of the world you are in, and maybe you are not hearing that, then be grateful for that we don't listen to, because in certain part of the world, you are listening to the ambulance sound day in and day out. Pray for those who are not as fortunate as you, and leave your energy there. Do not attach your energy of worry to others. Do not attach your energy of fear to your loved ones. Do not attach that. Attach an energy of care and concern and hope and positivity. If at all you're attaching your energy to anybody, so that will be step 2. Be grateful and pray for others. And step 3 is to eat well balanced meal. It was always important to eat healthy, but in current times, food might save your life. Stay away from junk food, stay away, we all know it, stay away from refined food, stay away from unhealthy, deep fried, sugar laden food. It's very commonsensical, and just stay away. And if you want to know more about how to you can improve your immunity, just leave a message in the comment section down below that I am interested in my immunity, and I will connect with you for my immunity program. I wish you best for you and your family. You stay healthy, and I'll meet you next week, another free day with another episode of Aphrodite with Lena. And before I say goodbye, I would like to gently remind you to increase the dose of self-love, because self-love can prosper. Thank you.